I sound like Martin. I like to sound like Martin Luther King. I have a dream, but I have a vision based on this stanesti taha principle. It's not. I don't think it's too speculative or too off. But if that principle is real and to be taken very seriously, then in my opinion, to it translates into this. It translates into Japanese pujaris performing puja in kimonos. It translates into Moroccan or Algerian pujaris performing their puja, in clean sattvic clothes, everything, revolutionary clean, as Prabhupada said, in their jilbabs. It means, and also, someone from New York performing puja to the deities in a suit and tie, like whatever local culture, that is the way they dress. Bump that up to the mode of goodness and perform puja to the Sri Morti in your local clothes, because and I'll just finish with this, and I want to ask your opinion. My opinion is that as long as we are claiming by our own body language that, especially in the sanctum sanctorium, the deity, the altar space is considered to be, right, the sanctum sanctorium. I think that's the Latin word for the holiest of holy places. In order to access that holiest of holy places and to worship God, we believe Radha Krishna, the Murti of Radha Krishna, in that most sacred of sacred spaces, and in order to access that place to worship God, we have to abdicate, we have to reject our culture, our local, whether it be Nigerian, Zulu, Peruvian, Croatian, Californian, Japanese. We have to reject that and then adopt the dhoti with no stitch cloth, when Prabhupada, our own founder, wore stitch cloth all the time. So that's another, very important avenue we should discuss. The example of Prabhupada on the altar. He wore stitch cloth all the time. Of course, he didn't wear pants, but he wore stitch cloth. So stitch cloth is stitch cloth. What do you think on principle of this vision of mine? Is that too far-fetched?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that because I do puja every day.
Yeah, at your programs, also even your public programs, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Even on Janmashtami, Radhastami, the devotees even who do the arti, what to speak of those who come and just pour water or yogurt, they're dressed like normal gentlemen and ladies of Zagreb.
Yeah. I mean, because we are focused mostly on preaching to new people, and
But are you implying that when they become more serious, then they'll graduate to
No.
an Indian model?
No.